So Samsung's next flagship is already stirring up chaos online, and yeah, it's about to be a weird one. The Galaxy S26 series isn't just another "hey, we added 2% more brightness" kind of upgrade. Nope. Samsung's apparently mixing things up big time, from the names to the chips, and even a possible comeback no one saw coming. Now, before you roll your eyes and go, "it's just another phone," hold up. This time, things might actually look a little different. See, every year it's the same story: faster chips, a few camera tweaks, maybe a slightly shinier body, and boom, all new Galaxy. But 2026 might be the year Samsung says, "you know what, let's shake the family tree a bit." And rumor has it, they're finally doing it. Before diving deep into today's video, a quick request. A single click on the subscribe button from you genuinely fuels my motivation to create more videos like this. It means a lot. Also, drop a like and comment if you like the video. Now let's get straight to today's topic. Apparently, the Galaxy S Plus, the middle child of the lineup that no one ever really picks first, might be getting the boot. Yeah, gone. Replaced by something we haven't seen in years, the Galaxy S26 Edge. Remember the Edge phones from back in the S6 days? Curved screen, futuristic vibes, the phone you were afraid to drop? Yeah, that one's apparently coming back. And that's not all. The regular Galaxy S26 might not even be regular anymore. Leakers say it could be rebranded as the Galaxy S26 Pro, which kind of makes sense, because who wants to be called standard anyway, right? Meanwhile, the Ultra is staying the Ultra, the Boss, the Flex, the one that gets all the marketing love. So lineup-wise, we're looking at Galaxy S26 Pro, Galaxy S26 Edge, and Galaxy S26 Ultra. That's a pretty fresh roster, even if the phones themselves don't look drastically different. But this move says a lot about Samsung's mindset right now. They're not just tweaking hardware, they're rethinking the brand. Maybe trying to sound more premium across the board. And honestly, it might work. Now let's talk about the real juicy part, the performance. Because this is where Samsung's pulling out its usual surprise, it depends where you live strategy again. So the S25 series ran all Snapdragon. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 Elite. Across every model, which was actually great. But this time, the S26 lineup is bringing back that old split. The Ultra gets the brand new Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 Elite, while the Pro and Edge might rock Samsung's own Exynos 2600 chip. And this new Exynos isn't the same underdog from years ago. It's built on a 2nm process, which basically means it's smaller, cooler, faster, and more efficient. Samsung reportedly hit mass production early, and while yields aren't perfect, they're good enough for global launch. But as always, if you're in the US or South Korea, you'll get Snapdragon only. Everyone else gets a mix of Exynos and Snapdragon. Which means, yeah, the classic Exynos vs Snapdragon debate is back from the dead. Grab your popcorn. Now let's talk about charging because man, Samsung's been dragging its feet here. The S25 Ultra maxed out at 45 watts, which is just sad when Xiaomi's over there flexing 120-watt chargers like it's no big deal. But finally, Samsung's giving us something a little better. The S26 Ultra could hit 60 watts. Still not jaw-dropping, but hey, progress is progress. Wireless charging also getting an upgrade with Qi 2 support, and the Edge model might even include built-in magnets for that MagSafe-style snap-on charging. That puts it toe-to-toe with Apple's iPhone 16 and Google's Pixel 10 series, which, let's be real, is exactly what Samsung wants. Now, everyone's been asking, if they add these new magnets, does that mean this pen has to go? Nope. The leaks say the S Pen is safe. In fact, it's getting a little makeover. It's said to be slightly rounder this time, which fits with the softer, curved corners Samsung introduced with the S25 Ultra. So don't worry, note takers, your digital pen lives to write another day. Moving on to cameras, because of course, Samsung's got flex here. The S26 Pro could get a new sensor for sharper images, while the Edge might step up its ultra-wide game with a 50-megapixel lens next to its 200-megapixel main camera. And the Ultra? It's reportedly switching to a brand new 200-megapixel Sony sensor, slightly larger than the one on the S25 Ultra. Now, that might sound like a small tweak, but in the camera world, a slightly bigger sensor means way better low-light performance, cleaner details, and an overall more natural look. And if the rumors are true, the variable aperture might make a comeback too, meaning more control and depth for photographers who actually know what aperture does. Design-wise, Samsung's not reinventing the wheel, but there are subtle changes that'll please the detail freaks. The Pro could get a slimmer camera bump with a cleaner lens layout. The Edge might have a wide camera island that stretches across the back, similar to what you see on iPhones and Pixels. And the Ultra could slim down just a bit, around 0.4mm thinner. Not a game changer, but hey, thinner is thinner. Now, one of the biggest under-the-radar upgrades is the display. The S26 Ultra might debut Samsung's brand new M14 OLED panel. This thing's supposed to be brighter, more power efficient, and longer lasting. So not only will it look stunning, but it could also mean better battery life. And that's something everyone can appreciate. So, when you piece it all together, new names, a possible edge comeback, faster charging, new display tech, and camera improvements, it's clear Samsung's trying to keep things fresh without going overboard. It's not a revolution, but it's definitely more than a lazy rebrand. The real question is, are these upgrades enough to make you upgrade, or do you think Samsung's playing it safe while Apple and Google push harder on innovation? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments because I'm genuinely curious. Would you go for the edge comeback, or are you Team Ultra forever? Alright, that's all for now. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully with even crazier leaks to talk about.